Educational Field Practicum, DSW 1025, Field Placement Preparation. Websites for more information: Rainbow Schools, www.rainbowschools.ca, Sudbury Catholic District School Board, www.scdsb.edu.on.ca. School principals and classroom teachers, part of the special education team, are involved in the development and implementation of individual education plans, IEPs, including accommodations, learning expectations, teaching strategies, assessment methods, use of assistive technology. Special education teachers facilitate the identification of and programming for exceptional students, provide direct and indirect support to exceptional students, consult with classroom teachers, central special education staff, parents or guardians, community agencies, to plan and implement special education programs and services. Educational assistants provide support in regular or self-contained classes, provide support in relation to developmental, corrective, or care needs of exceptional students. The work of the educational assistant is planned and directed by a certified special education teacher. Communication disorder assistants work under the direction of a speech and language pathologist to prepare, to conduct observational reports on children, to support the integration of exceptional children in the regular school program, to implement remedial language or speech programs, to prepare written and oral progress reports. Educational philosophy. Integration should be the norm wherever possible. In the regular classroom, exceptional students are most often provided with accommodations, assistance from the resource teacher or itinerant teacher, ongoing assessments in order to maximize their potential and fulfill their aspirations. Alternative settings may be necessary when their needs are so great that they cannot be met in an integrated setting. Exceptional learners receive appropriate programs and services in an exclusive special education classroom or program in their local Rainbow School. Placement options for exceptional students from least intrusive to most supportive. Resource support. Remain in the regular classroom while under the care of both the school's special education resource teacher and the classroom teacher. Resource teacher assists the classroom teacher in the development and implementation of the IEP in collaboration with parents or guardians and the student. The student may be withdrawn from the classroom by the special education teacher or other professional or paraprofessional staff for individual or small group direct support. Self-contained school. Students attend a self-contained school separate from community schools. The special education teacher is responsible for the development and implementation of the individual education plan, planning of integration opportunities in collaboration with community partners where applicable. An alternative curriculum is offered. Alternative placement. When a student's needs are so complex or a student's behavior creates a safety risk, a case conference is held to problem solve and achieve a solution. Often this involves outside agencies. A principal, a consultant, or a case manager may convene the conference. The student may be withdrawn from school until careful planning, outlining roles and responsibilities, is completed. During the period of time when the student is not in school, home instruction may be provided. Home instruction requires the signature of a physician or registered psychologist. Special education programs. Elementary. Comprehensive class program. Self-contained class program for elementary students ages 8 and older. Identified with a moderate intellectual exceptionality who require alternative programming. The focus is on developing basic literacy, numeracy, and independent living skills. ASD, Autism Spectrum Disorder Program. Students experiencing life with autism whose needs have been identified as moderate to severe. The focus is to develop academic and social skills to enable students to meet their overall potential in the class and beyond. Use assistive technology to support exceptional students, service with our community partners, and new programs and initiatives to meet the needs of our students with autism. Transition planning is focused on addressing the unique needs of the learner and to ensure a smooth transition from secondary school to post-secondary education, employment, or independent living. Early Intervention Program for Students with Behavioral Exceptionalities takes place during the regular school day, is intended for primary students up to and including grade 3. As students develop the appropriate skills, integration at grade level occurs in the host school. The primary focus of this program is social skills training. Secondary attention is placed on academics, with intensive instruction in basic literacy and numeracy. Social skills training consists of anger management, metacognitive skills to help students understand their behavior, decision-making skills, behavior management strategies, and social skills. Section programs for elementary students with behavioral exceptionalities. Administered and provided by the Child and Family Center and accessed by primary students, senior kindergarten to grade 3, within Rainbow District School Board. Programming takes place during the regular school day. As students develop the appropriate skills, integration at grade level occurs in the host school. The primary focus of this program is social skills training. Secondary attention is placed on academics, including intensive instruction in basic numeracy and literacy. Social skills training consists of anger management skills, metacognitive skills to help students understand their behavior, decision-making skills, behavior management strategies, and social skills. Elementary Alternative Program, EAP. System-wide behavior program for students aged 11 to 14. It is the program of choice after all strategies within the home school have been exhausted and students are still not making any positive behavioral and academic progress. The primary purpose of this non-traditional structured program is to instruct and support students to make responsible behavior changes, with the ultimate goal of developing the skills that will allow them to reintegrate into their home school to complete their academic education. Students work on specific programming in language and mathematics, with the remainder of the time dedicated to improving social skills and behavior management skills. Special Education Programs, Secondary School. Transition Program, self-contained class program for students identified with an intellectual exceptionality. The focus is on developing literacy, numeracy, independent living skills, and work-related skills geared towards specialized college programs, trades assistance, programs, and the workplace. Transition planning is focused on addressing the unique needs of the learner and to ensure a smooth transition from secondary school to post-secondary education, employment, or independent living. Life Skills Program, self-contained class program for secondary students identified with a moderate intellectual exceptionality who require alternative programming. The focus is on developing basic literacy, numeracy, and independent living skills. Transition planning is focused on addressing the unique needs of the learner and to ensure a smooth transition from secondary school to post-secondary education, employment, or independent living. ASD, Autism Spectrum Disorder Program. Students with autism whose needs have been identified as moderate to severe. The focus is to develop academic and social skills to enable students to meet their overall potential in the class and beyond. The school board is committed to the use of assistive technology to support exceptional students, services with our community partners, and new programs and initiatives to meet the needs of our students with autism. Transition planning is focused on addressing the unique needs of the learner and to ensure a smooth transition from secondary school to post-secondary education, employment, or independent living. On Manitoulin Island, this program is referred to as a multi-exceptionality program. Section programs for secondary students with behavioral exceptionalities. Administered and provided by the Child and Family Centre and accessed by students within Rainbow District School Board. Programming takes place during the regular school day. As students develop the appropriate skills, integration at grade level occurs in the host school. The primary focus of this program is social skills training. Secondary attention is placed on academics, including intensive instruction in basic numeracy and literacy. Social skills training consists of anger management skills, metacognitive skills to help students understand their behavior, decision-making skills, behavior management strategies, and social skills. Essential Workplace Skills Program, EWSP, Lively District Secondary School. The Essential Workplace Skills Program is part of the Integrated Technology Program at Lively District Secondary School. The student participates in the full program in grades 9 and 10 in the Essentials pathway. In grades 11 and 12, the student continues to work towards an Ontario Secondary School graduation diploma. This may take more than 4 years to complete. Learning Disabilities Project, LaSalle Secondary School. The Learning Disabilities Project is a joint effort between Rainbow District School Board, Cambrian College, and the Learning Disabilities Association of Sudbury. Students with a language-based learning disability are selected to participate in one of the 2 grade 9 programs offered at LaSalle Secondary School. Throughout the program, a learning strategist assists the teacher and students with training on assistive technology, including resources such as Kurzweil, Text Help, Dragon Naturally Speaking, and Smart Ideas. Rainbow District School Board, Placement Sites Used. ABLSPS, Adamsdale, Algonquin, Chelmsford, Churchill, Coppercliff, Lansdowne, Macleod, Northeastern Elementary School, Pinecrest, Princess Anne, Redwood Acres. Rainbow Schools, Placement Sites Used. Barrydown College, Chelmsford Valley District, Confederate Secondary School, Espanola High School, LaSalle Secondary School, Lively District Secondary School, Llewellyn Park Secondary School, Sudbury Secondary School, SHILO. Sudbury Catholic Schools, Placement Sites Used. Bishop Alexander Carter, Pius XII, St. Benedict, Elementary and Secondary, St. Charles College. 2nd, 3rd, 4th semester placement. 2nd and 3rd semester placement. This will be 5 days a week for 4 weeks. Same school programs, such as ASD, will only accept a full-time placement. 4th semester placement. This will be 5 days a week for 15 weeks. Placement setup. First contact is with the principal of the school. Principal will talk to teachers who are willing to have students on placement. The principal will determine where you will be placed and will set up the hours, etc. Share your goals. Remember, you must complete 1 children's and 1 adult placement in order to graduate. High school placements are considered both adult and children's placements. Schools will assess you during placement on maturity, initiative, how quickly you learn routines, questioning, problem-solving, common sense, building positive and professional relationships, conducting yourself as a professional, positive approaches, least intrusive, how you fit into a team environment, etc. Conflict of interest. DSW students must be alert to and avoid conflicts of interest that interfere with the exercise of professional discretion and impartial judgment. It is considered a conflict of interest to engage in field placement in an agency where you and/or a family member or members have been a client and/or an employee. DSW students may not be placed in an agency where they or a family member have or are working, gone to school, or received services. It is the sole responsibility of the student to disclose a conflict of interest to the DSW coordinator prior to beginning a placement. Failure to disclose this information may result in the termination of placement and a possible F grade.